Now turn to page 23. This is example 12. This is a very important example. Please pay extra attention. In this question, the table below shows a time zone difference of some countries from Hong Kong. So time zone difference actually is a time relationship between different countries. So now we are comparing the time zone with Hong Kong's time. So now the next step, let's look at the footnote at the right hand side bottom corner of the table. So it says that in table, the time zone difference, +1, is telling you what means by positive in this case. +1, that means Japan's time zone difference from Hong Kong. Is +1 means that the local time in Japan is 1 hour ahead. Please highlight this word, ahead. What does ahead in time zone means? It means that when Hong Kong is at 9 a.m., Japan is at 10 a.m. This means ahead. So to this case, positive is meaning ahead. So in opposite, if we got a negative sign, it means that it's behind. So -7 in Netherlands, it means that the time zone of Netherlands is 10 hours behind Hong Kong's time. In Philippines, you see 0 meaning that there is no time difference from Hong Kong. And in New Zealand, you see +4, so it's 4 hours ahead from Hong Kong's local time. So now let's go through the exercise. You're asked that by how many hours is the local time in New Zealand ahead of or behind the local time in Netherlands? By how many hours? So the question asking you for two things. One is whether this is ahead or behind. That means positive or negative. Secondly is by how many hours. So the number itself. Now let's go through this way. Part A. If we are going to find by how many hours they are having difference, so we are actually finding the difference between the two places. They are New Zealand and Netherlands. So I will jot down a header like this before I start working. Now we are finding difference. That means we are doing a subtraction, and we are finding the difference between New Zealand. So New Zealand itself now is a +4, so I mark down +4 for New Zealand. And for Netherlands at the back, we will use its time zone is -7 with a bracket. Don't forget the bracket. So we are going to work out the answer for this. Remove the bracket, so I got a +4. Remove another bracket. This is a +7. So the answer is a +11. So to this case, the positive sign meaning that is ahead. So by how many hours? So I will answer this by saying New Zealand is 11 hours ahead of Netherlands. Ahead is by the positive side.